Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're taking a look at the Rhino Builder figure from Marvel Legends. And right off the bat I have to say this figure is pretty damn nice. It actually stands over 8 inches tall, especially when the head is straight up it stands almost 8.5, so you can see that. Let's just bring over Superior Spider-Man just so that I don't have to get this guy out of his normal pose. That's about how he stacks up to a standard Marvel Legends figure, so a very nice size to have battling off against Spidey. You can see all of the awesome detail that goes into this guy. There is actually a couple of things that you can change about the way that this guy looks as well. So these shoulder pads, as you can see with the articulation, the arms only move out, they're from there, and they can go to about there. If you go ahead and take off the shoulder pad, which you can see that it is actually detailed underneath, so I believe that you're meant to be able to take that off if you go ahead and switch out the heads, which I'll show you in a second as a bit of a different look. Then once you've done that, the arms can actually come up a little bit more, as you can see. So if you want a bit more articulation, then go ahead and take the shoulder pad off. You get another head, so you can have him with a slightly different mask right there, I guess, and he's screaming as if he's just charging Spider-Man or something. So very, very nice display options. I'm guessing that this one is more orientated as like a kind of classic look without the eyepieces on there, and then maybe without the shoulder pads. I do prefer it with this head, and I do prefer it with the shoulder pads on, simply because it just covers up those holes, really. You can actually get a decent amount of articulation out of this figure anyway, in terms of the way that he stands and runs. It's pretty cool, actually. You can actually stand him on one leg if you go ahead and tilt him to one side and whatnot, and you can get his head up and stuff like that. You can actually get this guy standing on one leg, as you can see. Perfectly fine. I mean, I did that relatively quickly, so you can get some half decent charging poses out of him. They're not going to be anything fantastic because of the fact that the ab crunch doesn't move back, so you get one click forwards but it doesn't go back. So it would be awesome if you could bring him up a little bit more so he was looking actually perfectly straight and whatnot, but for the most part it does work very well. So as for the rest of the articulation, the head, it swivels and then it's just on this hinge right there. Obviously you have your waist movement, your legs come out to the side, they go forward and back a little bit. There's rotation right there at the part of the thigh. We have a single joint there at the knee. The feet move down and have really nice ankle pivot, and because they're quite large they obviously make him quite stable. We have rotation up here, and then we have again a single joint there at the arm, a rotation, and also a hinge at the wrist. Obviously it would always be nice to have a double joint there and a double joint there, but I do feel that double joints would be a little bit kind of useless for a guy like this because it's quite a weighty figure, and I definitely think that the single joints do help to make this guy a little bit tighter, especially just the ones down there in the legs, just so that it holds him up a bit better, but also it just makes them look a lot better. Because of the bulk of this guy, you probably will just be standing him up straight instead of risking him falling over on a shelf. And with the single joints, it just means that there's more of a seamless transition and whatnot, and it just looks a bit better. Now the paint detail on him is awesome. We have like a kind of a couple of different colors sprayed onto this guy that make him look really, really rough and kind of worn and whatnot. It just looks fantastic. It definitely has a kind of lifelike rhino skin sort of look and feel to it. The texture runs throughout everywhere, even into the joints and whatnot. As you can see, if I bend the knee, even the joint has that texture on there, so that looks absolutely awesome. There's not much more in the way of paintwork that can go wrong, apart from, for example, on the eyes, and on both head sculpts that's done really, really well. The teeth and the tongue and everything is done really, really nicely as well. Overall, just the sculpt and everything and the articulation that they have got out of this guy, it just all looks fantastic. It's all very seamless, and I have to say, you're not going to get a character like Rhino all that often, with him being, this big. So Build-A-Figure is definitely a character that we have been waiting for a while as Spidey fans, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I definitely think that they've done it justice. You have a couple of different posing options. And for the most part, I don't really think that there's all that much wrong with this figure. I definitely think that it's one worth picking up if you like all of the figures in this wave. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. That was my quick video of Rhino right there. There's not really much to go over with him. It just looks absolutely fantastic, and if you're a Rhino fan, then it's definitely one that you should track down. If you want to check out more pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below, where you'll also find a link to my Twitter and my Twitch. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll be notified when YouTube video goes up, and also when I stream on Twitch. For more Marvel Legends reviews, go ahead and subscribe. I actually have the Absorbing Man wave and the Onslaught wave to go ahead and review right now, so they will be all coming up over the next week, 2 videos a day. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.